We're back here, Legends of Pro Wrestling, right here in Revere at the Great 8. Don't hesitate. Can you believe it? The Worldwide Wrestling Federation champion right here, the Iron Sheik. Sheik, great to have you on Legends of Professional Wrestling right here in Revere. Can you believe it? The Sheik's in Revere. Tell him, Sheik.
Well, thank you, Rocky Ramon. I want to let you know, all intelligent, my wrestling friends in the Boston, Massachusetts, they know the Iron Sheik since Boston Garden. Pleasure for me to again, I come back to Boston and Rocky Raymond bring me here, and I'm very happy. And especially we have a big show coming tomorrow, or
Marshfield Fair right there, right on the South Shore. You better believe it. And we're going to be right here with the world champion, Iron Sheik, right here. You come and take a picture with the Sheik. Come to Marshfield Fair. It's going to be all the great things, all the rides, all the slides, all the hipping, all the dipping, all the sipping. But remember one thing, the world champion's going to be there, the Sheik. Tell him what year you started in professional wrestling, Sheik, and tell him about these gold medals. Look at the gold medals. He got the gold medals, the legend ring. We got it all right here. The Hall of Fame ring right there, the Sheik's Hall of Fame ring. Sheik, can I try it on?
Absolutely, Rocky. Yes, sir.
Unbelievable.
Yes,
Look
sir.
at this ring. Unbelievable. Look at this ring. It's the Hall of Fame ring. Oh, I'm a little fat, Sheik, but let me on the pinky. Look at that ring on my pinky. Huh? Maybe someday, Sheik, but congratulations.
Thank
Sheik.
you, Rocky. Thank you,
You're
sir.
the best wrestler that ever came up the pike. Tell them how you beat all those guys like Bob Backlund and all of them. Tell them when you started. Tell them, Sheik.
Like I said, I grew up with the toughest sport in the Olympic game, wrestling, Greco-Roman and freestyle. And in Iran, the two things is popular, soccer, football, and amateur wrestling, Greco-Roman and freestyle. I grew up with the Tahti, Habibi, Zandi, a lot of greatest Olympic wrestler, oldest country in the world, Tehran, Iran. Pleasure for me to come back again to the Boston, Massachusetts, a special army, the Rocky Ramon, and I want to say, God bless his partner, Tony Rambo, and was my good friend. God bless him. And like I said, I grew up with the toughest sport, wrestling, freestyle and Greco-Roman. To I come to the Minnesota 5 years. I was an assistant coach for University of Minnesota, and anytime my team come, first place, Mr. Warngania invite my team to his television station, and that's because I met Mr. Gania, and Mr. Gania tell me, Sheik, you go Olympic, Munich, Germany, you come back, welcome to professional wrestling. That's why I started. After Olympic, 68 Mexico City, and 72 Munich, Germany, and I started 73 in Midwest, Minnesota. And I used to drive the ring truck, put on the ring, pick up the ring, and referee. But I know this, after 10 gold medal, sometimes future gonna be my turn to have been champion, Rocky.
Right.
Finally, I made it from Minnesota, drive the big truck, ring, put on the ring, pick up the ring, referee, and I started the Champotero, Ric Flair.
All the way to New York City, baby, right to New York City. When you had it right there in New York, you beat all those big names, all those guys that came down the pike. You started when you wrestled in Amarillo, Texas, and you wrestled Joe Blanchard's son, Tully, you stretched him, all those guys like Billy Robinson in the AWA, all you wrestling fans out there, you don't know what a hooker is, and I'm not talking about the guys down and the girls down in the combat zone. A hooker in professional wrestling is a guy that'll hook you and stretch you and show you what the business was really about. Not like these guys that put on wrestling boots today that you see on all these shows, all these angles and wangles, but you don't see the great style of professional wrestling like the Iron Sheik when he got you in the gut-wrench suplex as well. And when he picked you up and suplexed you, your body would vibe, your liver would quiver, your knees would break. He'd do all these great things to you. But let me tell you, all the great guys, this guy's lasting. He's here. He was there then, and he's there now. And he's going to be in Marshfield Saturday night, August 28th at the Marshfield Fair. He's going to be breaking them and making the champions. He was tag team champions with Nikolai Volkov, and that was a great time in your wrestling career because you were on the cartoons and all the things that Vince did with you, and you became a great national name. We were just down Revere Beach, and of course, people were coming up and they wanted autographs because they know the Sheik, he's a legend. And that's why he's on the Legends of Professional Wrestling. Tell him, Sheik.
Absolutely, Rocky. Rocky said it perfect. Because one thing between myself and Hulk Hogan, I am there All-America AU gold medal, Olympic Munich, Germany, assistant coach for American team. I want to say, Hulk Hogan, I without Iron Sheik, no Hulkamania. I make the Hulk Hogan to be Hulkamania. Without Iron Sheik, no Hulkamania. And Mr. Bob Backlund, no. 6 years nobody beat him in the Madison Square Garden. 6 years nobody beat him except Iron Sheik. Because Mr. Bob Backlund, no, I am the real deal. I am the real All-American dream. Because I born in Iran, but I made it the most famous arena in the world. Madison Square Garden in New York, to the old days, old garden, Massachusetts. I come to the Massachusetts, from Worcester, Massachusetts, to the old garden, and everybody know, especially my good friend, Rocky Ramon, know that Iron Sheik better than anybody, and especially his partner, God bless him, Tony Rambo.
You better believe it, and you better believe it now, because when she comes to Boston, you get your grandma out of the kitchen, you get your sister off the phone, and you come on down, and you see the greatest man of all time. He's the man that beat them all, stretched them all, got them all in the middle of the ring, like he said, Bob Backlund. He was crying like a baby waiting for his bottle. All those wrestlers that lined up, wrestlers used to come out of the dressing room to watch the Sheik's technique on all the deep wrestling moves, the side salto, the suplex. They never even did a suplex before the Sheik did a suplex. Now everyone does the suplex. No one did the moves like the Sheik. No one set up the camel clutch, better known as the, whatever they call it now, all these names they got, when the camel clutch was locked in deep. When the Sheik got behind you, and he pulled you in hard, and he gripped you down, you would cry for a milk like a baby on a long, long, long winter night. But the Sheik's here in Boston, and all you people remember, the Sheik may not come to Boston again. This may be his only appearance. So you better come down to Marshfield Fair. We're going to be there. We're going to have the great footage right here. We're going to bring it back, Sheik, and we're going to come and have a great, great show, because you are the best that wrestling could produce in the wrestling profession. The profession, they call it a business. They call it a lot of things these days. But in your day, it was a profession. You couldn't get into the business. The Funks, the Briscoes, the Armstrongs, all the territories were family-oriented. You couldn't get into the wrestling business. You had to do the things that you did, like set the ring up like I did. I got my own ring. I set the ring up. I drove my truck around. I set the ring up just like you did. I didn't referee, but I did things that you had to do to get up. If I didn't have a ring, I probably wouldn't have got as far as I did in wrestling, because I had the ring, I had the cage, and that was my influence. With you, you had the gold, you had it all, you had the technique, and what people don't realize in professional wrestling, the way it was back then and the way it is now, they could never relate to it.
Absolutely, Rocky said it perfect. All my Irish, Italian people in the Boston, Massachusetts, they know about the Iron Sheik, Khosrow Vaziri. I bring the suplex salto to America. Rocky said it perfect, because Rocky love our business, and he knows what is that mean about side suplex, belly to belly, back to belly, and all everybody know. I bring the side suplex, belly to belly, back to belly in the American professional. And Rocky said it not because Rocky liked me. Rocky's an honest man, and he know honesty never died. And like I said, pleasure for me to come back again to Boston, Massachusetts, especially for tomorrow. Where we are, Rocky?
We are in Marshfield at the Marshfield Fair. 143 years, and you're going to be there, Sheik. Can you believe it?
Exactly. And pleasure for me to all my Irish, Italian come to see me, and I make him happy. I take a picture with them, and God bless him. Killer Kowalski know about Iron Sheik, and Tony Rambo know, God bless him, about Iron Sheik. And now I have a new friend, know the Iron Sheik better than himself, Rocky Ramon, and I want to say I'm very happy to be here.
And Sheik, let me ask you a couple of questions getting into it. We're going to go to the part of the program that we call the Mat Classics, and we're going to show that match that we were just at my house watching, you against Sergeant Slaughter, back in the days of professional wrestling, where the people would come out and they'd see a great professional wrestling match, known as talking on the microphone for 15, 20 minutes. You get in the ring, you do your business, you give them the best, because on the marquee it said professional wrestling. But let me ask you, back in the day, who was your real toughest opponent that gave the Iron Sheik a hard time?
Rocky Raymond, you said it perfect, brother, because 6 years Nobody beat Mr. Bob Backlund. I made him the most famous arena in the world. And Madison Square Garden. Bob Backlund, his face was like Honey Doody, but he was a good wrestler. He was a college wrestler. But my background is Olympic. It's different than college wrestler. I pay for my due. Rocky, no. I come from oldest country in the world, wrestling country, Iran. Toughest country for freestyle and Greco-Roman. I bring the wrestling to America. That's because Mr. Gania hired me to go his camp terror, Ric Flair, myself, Greg Gania, Jim Brunzeller. I started over there. After 10 gold medals, Mr. Gania give me the ring truck. Put on the ring, pick up the ring. No, I'm in the Big Apple. I'm a champion. And he called me, tell me, Sheik, don't drop the belt to that jabroni Hulk Hogan. Break his leg, take the belt, come to the Minnesota. I give you $100,000. But I want to let you know, I'm a Shia Muslim. The hand fit me, I don't cut that hand. But Mr. McMahon, no. Senior, no. Junior, no. Patterson, no. Them, I take him in the locker room. Before I go in the ring, I tell him, Mr. Gania, offer me, Rocky, $100,000, brother. So I break the Hulk Hogan leg, take that belt to the Minnesota. But like I said, the hand fit me. I don't bite that hand. That's because I didn't double cross the WWF but I let him know, Hulk Hogan, no, before I go in the ring, I pay for my due. Hulk Hogan, without Iron Sheik, no Hulk Hogan, I make you to be like Michael Jordan in the wrestling professional. And Rocky, no, everybody know, I make you to be a star. And I'm lucky man, so I didn't break your leg to take the belt to Minnesota because I was Shia Muslim. I don't want to double cross the WWF to take the belt to the Minnesota for $100,000 because what's go wrong, come back wrong. And I'm glad Vince McMahon, at least he didn't forget about it and he remembered, Hulk Hogan remembered.
That's right, Sheik, and don't you people forget it, because the Sheik, he's got the Hall of Fame ring, he paid his dues, he did all the great things. Let's go to the part of the program that we call the Mac Classic, and we're going to show you the Iron Sheik against Sergeant Slaughter right here at IBW Hall in Waltham, Sheik.
Absolutely.
Hey, this is Rocky Raymond, the Boston Bad Boy, right here at Revere TV. We want to talk about a couple of things that are going on in this day and age, on Facebook, on the internet, all this harassment going on, all this bullying. You better stop bullying, because right here in Revere, we got a couple of people that can take care of you bullies. So stop bullying and be a star. Hey, I'm here with Captain Morgan, right here, Empire Pro Wrestling, coming at you from Marshfield Fair, right? You tell him Empire Pro Wrestling's the best, right? All right, thank you very much, brother.
Okay,
good job today at the fair.
Let's hear for Miss Empire Pro Wrestling!
And there she is, a beautiful, beautiful young lady. 2004, we're bringing you some more Jennifer Long right here. Miss Empire Pro Wrestling. Oh, look at this. This is unbelievable action here. October 13th, 1979. And there's the bell as Patterson starts to tie up with this grappler. And I do mean a grappler because Bob Backlund is a mat wrestler. And he's got him in that collar and elbow now, back to the ropes now. Pat Patterson trying to make an advantage. Oh, he swings a big right hand now. Backlund returns one of his own now. Patterson very deadly with that big boot to the midsection. And he's working on Backlund with those right hands. Followed up by another right to the jaw now. And Bob Backlund finds himself outside the ring. Patterson following. Oh, he rammed his head into that timekeeper's table. And you can see them outside the ring with this action now. It's Patterson, a dirty wrestler at this particular time here in Boston, coming to the Northeast from his great career out in LA, California, as well as the Roy Shaw area. Tag team champions with the blonde bomber, Ray Stevens. Scooping up Backlund now for that scoop slam. Pat Patterson working on the lower lumbar. All that knee to the back, Bob Backlund. And Pat Patterson working on that back, driving those knees into the small of the back now, going in for a reverse headlock. And jumping down on the small of the back of Bob Backlund, working on that lower lumbar, trying to weaken the back. And Backlund comes back with a right hand of his own. They're going back and forth. And Backlund rams his head down on the canvas, and Patterson flips over. And Patterson gets hung up on those ropes. Bob Backlund, the amateur-style wrestler from Princeton, Minnesota, coming to the Worldwide Wrestling Federation with some great background. And he's putting the boots now to Patterson, hung up in those ropes. And Backlund pulls him out now, working on that leg, going behind for a big leg drop, it looks like. It's Bob Backlund in control of this match here at the Boston Garden. And Backlund pulls him back to the center of the ring now, working on that leg, trying to weaken Patterson. You take out the legs, you got no stability, nothing to stand on. And Backlund now, that amateur-style wrestling, working on the leg of Patterson, pulls him to that corner post. Oh, looks like Patterson pushed him off there. And the second one now, Patterson getting his leg rammed up against that steel corner post. Backlund now, the leg stretcher on Patterson, the Intercontinental Champion, as well as Bob Backlund, the Worldwide Wrestling Federation Champion. And Backlund comes back with a big elbow to the forehead now. Patterson looks to be in trouble here now as Bob Backlund working on that leg. And Patterson and Backlund going back and forth. And it looks like a little off the rope action coming out. Double collision. Patterson sent railing, flipping over now. And Bob Backlund in control with a snap mid, hitting those ropes. Trying for a big splash, but Patterson puts his legs up. And both men now, he's trying for lateral presses, Patterson, as well as falling back on Patterson. Now it's Backlund on top. Just a 2 count as this referee right in there for the cover. And then going back and forth with a couple of right hand blows to the side of the head of Backlund, Patterson. And Bob Backlund coming back now. He's getting a little hot on the collar. A couple of rights and lefts of his own. Got him up for the atomic knee drop, but he hits the referee. Patterson catches the boot as the referee. The referee caught the boot. Looks like Patterson got a foreign object. Brass knuckles. Oh, he hit Backlund. And here comes the golden boy up the steps with the belt on the back of Patterson's head. And our referee is just starting to come around. And it looks like there's the bell. I think that the referee's going to disqualify Patterson. One more time.
Well, thank you very much, Honorable Messiah, and intelligent American people like yourself that tell me, Mr. Sheik, welcome to America from John F. Kennedy Airport to the Olympic City, Los Angeles, California. And every intelligent American know about the Iron Sheik, where he come from, and what he did in this country. Now, Soldier, your reputation went all over the world. From Tehran, Iran, Tokyo, Japan, Moscow, Russia, to the United States of America. I know Sergeant Slaughter is all American man, Marine man. He have a lot of support. Everybody is behind him. His record is better than that Hulk Hogan, because every intelligent American know I was a real WWF Wrestling Federation champion. Out of the songs that bring Sangha, look like from some kind of gay bar in the San Francisco by name Hulk Hogan from Cocoa Beach. How can he be champion to beat the Iron Sheik? Now, Slaughter, I respect you more than Hulk Hogan, because at least you are not sissy. You didn't come from some kind of bar in the San Francisco. Now, Slaughter, I know this is your country. I know this is everybody behind you, little boy, little girl, old, young, but remember, I've been through, I saw it A to the Z. From Olympic 68, Mexico City, from Pan American Game to the WWF champion, from WWF Tag Team champion, Moscow Cup, Iranian champion. I want to know what Olympic Soldier Slaughter meant. Soldier Slaughter, you are great. You are the best. only for United States. But remember, I'm an international man. I'm an Olympic man. I come to the Boston, Massachusetts, especially around the area of Boston. I know that all Italian people, my Patterson, they respect me. That's the Sheik. You remind me all kinds of men, especially with that handle mustache. You're a real, honest Italian man. Now, Sergeant Slaughter, I know better than you and anybody in this country where you come from. But remember, you shut up and don't say USA, USA. But remember, my support is that 23-inch neck. Cameraman, zoom it good. Look at me, Aaron. Look at that 22-inch eye. Look at that 55 chest. Sergeant Slaughter, the reason you don't take your clothes off because you shame of that fat slap body you have. But remember, soon or late, doesn't matter. Round the Boston, Massachusetts, round the Garden, round the Brooklyn, round your country. Where you come from, Aaron? You know where you come from. What city Sergeant Slaughter come? You know?
South Carolina.
South Carolina! Do you know anybody from South Carolina compete in an Olympic or he come WWF champion? Sergeant Slaughter, I want you to look at me good. Cameraman, zoom it. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Iran, #1. Ayatollah Khomeini, #1. Sergeant Slaughter, all your American fans,
#1.
USA, love the Iron Sheik, #1. I thought you was the Iron Man, and I thought you Mr. Messiah. You respect the Sheik. Look how you are prejudiced too. Mama said I don't want to interview you. Goodbye, Iran, #1. The Sheik, #1. Look at me.
There you have it. What can I say? From the Iron Sheik, the match will tell the story.
And we're back. Empire Pro Wrestling coming at you. It's the big one. It's the flag match. The Iron Sheik against Sergeant Slaughter. Can you believe it? A flash from the past. You can only get it here at Comcast. You can only get it from me. It's me. It's BBB. Often imitated but never duplicated. No, no, no. You can't take a copy. No, no, no. There's only one. So plug it in and have some fun from 10. The Iranian national anthem? I don't think so. And we got a couple of fans in the audience clapping for the Sheik. Don't chant USA, USA, #1, Sheik. Uncle Sam, #1. $50 bill, #1. #100, #1. Here we go with Mr. USA. Because I was born here in USA myself. Good old Sergeant Slaughter, this man, unbelievable. Known to everybody in the wrestling world as the most devastating of all sergeants. He's a drill sergeant, that's right, Sergeant Slaughter. South Carolina. Nothing been farther when I was singing in South Carolina. Look at the crowd going crazy here at IBEW Hall. That's right. I wrestled Kowalski in this groveling hall. That's right, and Paul Ridges in the limelight, in the spotlight. Tonight, Empire Pro Wrestling brings you the Legend Show with the Iron Sheik. Oh yeah, he keeps it complete. Oh yeah, with the man from South Carolina. Nothing felt finer when I was singing down in South Carolina. Oh yeah, he's in the spotlight. It's Sergeant Slaughter. That's right. All the fans love this man, love this sergeant. In this unbelievable building here in Waltham, the IBEW Hall, and all you wrestling fans, don't forget the Night of Legends coming to Good Time Billions, that's right. Oh yeah, September 15th, that's right, Act Demolition's coming to New England. Can you believe it? It's coming for EPW, as well as Beefcake. Oh yeah, if you need a haircut, come on down. He'll put you in a chair, he'll cut you square. Oh yeah, he'll give you sideburns, he'll do your eyebrows, he'll wax you, he'll tax you, he'll even give you a shot of a taxer. Oh, yeah, that's right. The beefcake is coming. That's right. He's coming from Florida. He's got the tan. He'll put it in your hand. He's got some scissors. He's got all kinds of quivers. Oh, yeah, that's right. Right here, the legend shows September 15th at Good Times. So get your grandmother. Get down there. Bring your grandmother. I'll be there. The BBB man will be there. That's right. Often imitated but never duplicated. Don't give me a mic. I'll never stop talking all night. And let me tell you something. The Sheik is roaming around the building because he wants to waste some time here because he knows the sergeant's going to give him a whipping. That's right. Good old USA is going to give you a whipping. I'll put up a little can. That's right. And that referee counting them out now. You're going to see some devastating moves. You're going to see some moves that you haven't seen in a while. You're going to say, why are they doing them? We haven't done them since 1910. This is the old style of professional wrestling. This isn't this garbage you're seeing on WWE nowadays with all this talking, all this walking. Let's get to wrestling. It says wrestling on the marquee, not bend over and kiss me where the sun don't shine. This is not the place to be. If you want to be here with the great wrestling, be with EPW. It's the greatest on the earth. It's the greatest. It's like Ringling Brothers. It's a circus in its own right. That's right. We got the Iron Sheik, Sergeant Slaughter, and you know something? I fit in there too. You can feed the animals at Empire Pro Wrestling too. You can always bring some food because we're always hungry. That's right. Always hungry. Bring some pet food when you come to Empire Pro Wrestling. You let them bring your MasterCard. That's right. You're going to be able to charge the card. That's right. Oh, yeah. Charge your tickets everywhere. That's right. We got all the things going on in Empire Pro Wrestling as well. All the great things are coming up this summer. If you haven't seen the Legends Nights, you haven't seen the Classics, you haven't seen the shows from Thompson International Speedway, we got fireworks, monster trucks, Ferris wheels, cottontails, we got the rave girls, we got them all. September 15th, come down. You know, SummerSlam's another big night, you know. Oh, yeah, come on down to Good Time Billiards. That's right, we're going to be there with Rave Productions with some great wrestlers. The House of Pain's going to be appearing, giving out pitches. We're going to have the Rave Girls there showing you what we're going to be doing on the Night of Legends, September 15th. We got all sorts of good things to give away. So come on down on that Sunday afternoon. That's right. Come on down to Good Time Billiards. That's right. It's the month before. We're going to give you some more. Come on down August 15th, and we'll be back again on September 15th with a big surprise. That's right, all the way from Rome, Italy, tutti italiani. That's right, he's bringing the gabagola, he's bringing the French bread, he's going to slice it, he's going to dice it. He's bringing the rave girls, Armando. Do you know who Armando is? Well, now you're going to know. That's right, get down there. Get down there on August 15th to see the Rave Girls. Get some more of those great tickets. Ringside, we got them all. We got reserved. We got them curbed. We got some drinks. We'll give you some winks. We'll give you some great things right here. That's right. Rave, rave, rave. We want to rave all over the place. That's right. With the legends. That's right. Axe. We got Axe. Axe Demolition. We got Brutus the Barber Beefcake. We got Rick Fuller from WCW. We got the Lucha Libre stars, El Mascarado. That's right. The Flying Man from Puerto Rico. We got Don Vega. We got Perez. We got Gonzalez. We got, we got them all. We got French bread. We got long bread. We got Italian bread. Oh, we got it all right here. We got a Scala. But right now in the ring, we got the two legends, Sergeant Slaughter and the Iron Sheik. Let's do some wrestling, guys. Let's get it on! Collar and elbow right here as the Sheik backs him into the corner now. As he winds up, nobody home. And that handsome referee, the gentleman's call, Paul Richards. He originated this line, the gentleman's call, if you will. That's right, as you can see the Iron Sheik wasting more time because he sees that Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, he's a big man from South Carolina. As you can see the Iron Sheik slapping and tapping his chest, twisting his stash. He wants some more cash. He's in America. He loves it even better now because the referee, Paul Richards, counting away. Sergeant Slaughter backs him up now as the gentleman's call. That's right, Paul Richards, if you will, the most entertaining referee and the strictest referee here in New England. Better known as the youngest referee in New England. As you can see, Sergeant Slaughter at top wrist lock now on the Iron Sheik. As we see him going back and forth with the old style of professional wrestling. They're using the Greco-Roman style of professional wrestling, which is the top end of the body from the head to the waist. And they're using all the leverage back and forth here now. As you can see, the Iron Sheik starting to bend backwards like a pretzel. And he's pushing back on the big man, if you will. Oh, we got him back against those ropes now. What will he do? What will he do? Oh, a clean break by the man from Iran, Tyrell. This man used to be a bodyguard for the Ayatollah Khomeini. Can you believe it? The Iron Sheik. That's some information that not too many of you Mizrachs out there know. And as you can see, the Iron Sheik banging his chest like a tom-tom as he goes behind with a headlock to a chicken wing, as better known as a hammerlock to all you carpenters out there. That's right, it's a hammerlock. Now Sergeant Slaughter pushed him up against the ropes now as Paul Richards, the youngest referee in all pro wrestling at this particular time. And right here you see one of the greatest matches of all time, brought to you here by Empire Pro Wrestling, the best of the best, so forget the rest. Often imitated but never duplicated. Everybody wants to be a wrestling promoter these days. Everyone wants to promote wrestling, but they got these matches on tape. No, they don't. They don't have Sergeant Slaughter. They don't have classics from the Boston Garden. They don't have all the great Fred Blassie against Pedro Morales from Madison Square Garden. Or how about this one, if you might have seen it in the past? Bruno Sammartino losing his title in 1971 to Ivan Koloff. You just don't have the tapes. You don't have the footage that we have here at Empire Pro Wrestling. You can't imitate the great Rocky Raymond, that's right. As you can see, Sergeant Slaughter with that top wrist lock as the Iron Sheik turns it around again, puts it back into a side headlock now as the crowd's starting to chant USA, USA, and the Sheik said no USA, Iran number one, Sheik number one. As you can see, his stylish boots, if you will, hooked up on the end there. That's in case he has to get some corn out of his teeth. He can grab his boot and use it like a toothpick. He can use that little hook on the end of his boot there, get all that resin out of the end of his teeth. And he's hooking the headlock now. And Paul Richards looks to be a little, looking for some hanky-panky by the Sheik, if you will. And you can see in the background all these great fans here at IBW Hall, a legendary hall, as the Iron Sheik back into the ropes as Sergeant Slaughter shoots him in. One shoulder tackle now as the big man Sergeant Slaughter gets up. Oh, a little, watch out now, Sheik. See what happens when you wear those boots with the hook on them? He got a hook on the side of the tights of Sergeant Slaughter and almost took a header. Oh, yeah, big atomic knee drop now. Big bump by the Iron Sheik. My grandmother could have done that one better. Oh, yeah. Oh, watch out now. Watch out now for the family jewels now, if you will, as the big Sarge from he got him in a precarious position. A flag match, the Iron Sheik against the Sergeant Slaughter. You puke. His big line, all the great things he did. He whipped the heck out of Bob Backlund with his Kaiser stick. Do you remember that one, wrestling fans? Do you go back that far? When Sergeant Slaughter was a bad guy. Oh yeah, he was a heel. He used to beat you and treat you, call you puke, call you every name in the book. But now he's wrestling against Iran's own Iron Sheik. And this crowd is going crazy, as you can see camera 2 from Empire Pro Wrestling, right up on the ring apron, taking some tight shots, and Sergeant Slaughter holding his throat. As you can see, the Iron Sheik must have lunged something into his esophagus, and the Iron Sheik now, he's just, oh, he's going down into his tights now, fans. Shades of Joe Turco. Oh, yeah. Oh, he lodges that one down into his throat now, as you can see Sergeant Slaughter swirling and twirling on the mat, and the referee can't seem to find it. Oh, he's down into his tights again. There it is. There it is. Putting it down in his boot now, the master of disaster, the Iron Sheik, the man that beat Hulk Hogan to bits. But then Hulk Hogan came back, took the Worldwide Wrestling Federation Championship from the Iron Sheik. Oh, yeah. Oh my good God! Oh, down again into that Adam's apple now, Sergeant Slaughter. He's spitting down on the side, spitting at him. Iran number one, Sheik number one. See? Cameraman, he's rolling his boot. Watch out! Oh, he hit him in the throat with that hook. They say he's got 5 to 10 pounds of sand. And he lodges that boot into the throat of the good Sergeant Slaughter. Good old USA. Oh, he's going to throw him outside the ring now. This is where it gets dangerous. This is where anything is liable to happen, and usually does. Oh, no, what's he got now, the Sheik? He's got some big plans. The spotlight's on these two guys. Watch the spotlight. He's got a wire. Oh, no, he's got a wire around the throat of Sergeant Slaughter. He's choking him. It's a blatant chokehold. As the referee, Paul Richards, jumps outside the ring with the agility ability of a young referee. Look at this man. The Sheik told him go back in the ring. Count from him. Oh, on the back of the neck. Did you see that chair shot? Did you see that chair shot? Unbelievable. On the back of the neck of Sergeant Slaughter. He's going to need a chiropractor in the morning. He's going to need some adjustments. And the Sheik's up there, number one. Sheik, number one. Iran, number one. Oh, my good God. How are you going to see any of this great professional wrestling unless you tune in each and every week from 10 to 11 on Channel 8 Comcast Revere. That's right, the Big 8. Don't hesitate. Oh, it's unbelievable action. The pandemonium just won't stop. Now, how'd you like that Miss Empire Pro Wrestler? I kind of favor her quite a bit. You know, you gotta be nice to people. You really do. You're in America, the most prestigious country, USA. Be good to your friends. Be good to mankind. And you know something? It'll pay in the end because each and every Friday night, you'll be able to turn on professional wrestling on Channel 8 and watch the best of the best with me. It's me, it's BBB. Irish whip into the ropes now. Oh, he got him with the clothesline. He bent him like Gumby. You watching Gumby lately? That's an old one. Not too many people remember Gumby. And he's using the ropes now as our referee Paul Richards comes up with another gentleman's call. Okay, don't forget it. We won't regret it. That's right. Come on down to Good Times on August 15th. We're going to be giving out all sorts of good things, girls, pearls. Oh, yeah, we're going to give out some great pictures. The House of Pain returns. Joey G and Frankie G, the men from New England, the men that held the tag team title, the longest, the oldest, the boldest, the greatest tag team in all of New England. That's right, the House of Pain. They started with Gypsy Joe. Do you remember Gypsy Joe? Fuzzy from Chelsea. How many of you Mizaks out there remember Fuzzy? You don't remember because you were watching cartoons. You weren't watching professional wrestling the way it used to be. That's right, the Gullah Twins from Revere. The feed. Oh, here we go. A gut-wrench suplex side salto by the Iron Sheik. This man weighs 310 pounds. He twisted him like a pretzel. Just a 2 count now by the Iron Sheik as Paul Richards could not get the 3 count. Getting back to the legends with Rave. The Rave girls are going to be there. Armando's going to be there all the way from Rome. We're flying them in. He's going to bring some, he's got some prosciutto coming in. That's right, if you want to get a nice sandwich that day. Oh, a big suplex by Sergeant Slaughter. Did you see the Sheik bounce off the mat? He bounced like a basketball. And this isn't NBA season yet, but he was bouncing. Oh, my good God, what a move by the big man, Sergeant Slaughter. And you can see Paul Richards. Oh, he's doing a double count now. A double count on these two legends. That's right, September 15th. It's a legend show at Good Time Billiards. That's right. Axe. Oh, yeah. Beefcake. If you need a haircut, come on down. He's going to wax you. He's going to tax you. He'll even give you a shot him and tax you. Oh, unbelievable neck breaker now. As you can see, Sergeant Slaughter and the Iron Sheik. The time period starting to roll around, take its toll on these two legends. Oh yeah, it's taking its toll. All these great moves, these side saltos, these devastating suplex, neck breakers. The Sarge throwing him outside the ring now. This is where it gets to be a little dangerous now. Turnabout fair play now as the Sarge gets his turn. Oh, he caught him with that Sergeant Slaughter right hand. He caught him with that gun. Ram him into that ring as he rolls him in and rolls him out now. As you can see, the Iron Sheik and Sergeant Slaughter. This match, the crowd, the pandemonium, the Sheik starting to pray to Allah, Allah Baba and the 40 Thieves. And the Sheik knows right now that he's on the borderline. And it looks like the Sergeant's going to do some praying now. Oh, tell you where the wild goose goes. And that was a signal, that was a gesture. And it wasn't go home free. It was take off and take a hike right here. Big right hand by Sergeant Slaughter sends the Iron Sheik railing down into the mat as the referee Paul Richards looks on, waiting to call the shots right here. Irish whip off the ropes now as the big Sergeant Slaughter hooks him with that. Oh, it looks like he's got, yes, it could be the Cobra Clutch, the famed Cobra Clutch on the Iron Sheik. The devastation of this move, it cuts off the wind, it cuts off the blood, it cuts off all the treatment to the brain. It shuts you down. Big forearm smashes, those forearm cannoned by the Sergeant Slaughter as the Sheik goes off the rope now. Big elbow now as the Sheik is going down now as this match is starting to slow down. And we're almost hitting the 20-minute mark here as Sergeant Slaughter setting up for the Sergeant Slaughter cannon. He caught the referee, Paul Richards. He caught the youngest referee in all pro wrestling. He knocked him daisy. Oh, he knocked him crazy right here. Oh, the Sheik got that foreign object. Oh, he got the Sergeant Slaughter cannon. He's got the foreign object. There it is. The foreign object, the blatant foreign object by Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, the referee, Paul Richards, is ringing the bell. He's ringing the bell. It looks like the Sarge got caught holding the bag. He gives the match to the Iron Sheik. He got caught holding the bag. The cameraman, too, over on the other side. All these great cameras by Empire Pro Wrestling. Don't forget the... Oh, look at this! It's Killer Kowalski. The kangaroo jump. There's only one man that does that. It's Walter Killer Kowalski, the legend. He's in the ring. The crazy kangaroo jump. Oh, look at this man. He returns it. He returns it around. He turned it. Oh, I can't believe the action. The Sheik is beating on Kowalski. Oh, he got slaughtered. Oh, he got the referee. Oh, the Sheik's going bananas. Oh, they're going bananas here at IBW Hall. Oh, Kowalski lays one in. Don't forget the Night of Legends coming to Good Time Billions. That's right. Come on down. Get them while they're hot. Get them. It's the Rave Girls are going to be there. Rave, rave, rave. Oh, yeah, September 15th. Come on down to Good Time Billions. Don't forget it. We're right here. Oh, yeah, you were right here with the ladies EPW champion. Can you believe it? She's right here at Revere TV, your source of community cable with who? The Boston bad boy, Rocky Raymond. That's right. Keep it tight. Keep it here each and every night on Wednesday nights. And Wednesday night, we got all the time slots. What are they, Amber?
8 to 9.
That's right. And that's the legends of pro wrestling. And then from 9 to 10, we got what? Empire Pro Wrestling from 9 to 10, and we're doing it right here with who? The ladies EPW champion. Can you believe it? Wow. I mean, I'm just elated to have you here in Revere. I can't believe it. I touched that belt. It's unbelievable. You did a great job, and you're coming back right here. And we wanted to watch it with who? The ladies EPW champion. Tell them, Amber. Tell them.
Come down and see me retain this belt August 20th at the Marshfield Fair.
Be there.
We're back here, Legends of Professional Wrestling, with the world-famous Iron Sheik. Sheik, the Tag Team Championship is going to be on the line Saturday night with the brand new Empire Pro Championship Tag Team Wrestling belts. Now, you did a lot of tag team wrestling with Nikolai Volkov. Was there anyone in the wrestling profession back then that you tag team with, that you liked being a tag team with back in the day?
Well, as a matter of fact, good question, Rocky. And Briscoe brother was a tag team champion, but Laura and Jim Brunzeller, Greg Gagnon, and then also Killer Beans. But everybody knew the best tag team was in the WWF, Rocky. It was Nikolai Volkov and Iron Sheik, because he was a legendary, believable. Nikolai was Russian, speak Russian. I was a real Iranian, and everybody knew I was a single champion, tag team champion, battle royal champion, try to pay for my due, try to make it to the Hall of Fame. So, like you said, Rocky, I come from wrestling background all my life, but the toughest man I had at single, it was a Carol Gotch, Rocky.
Oh, Gotch, yeah.
And I wrestled with the Carol Gotch in the Temple, Florida. He used to go in the Larry Molanco gym. Larry had the gym, right. And his son is he training his son Jody and another one, Shelly. And Carol Gotch, I go work out with him, and nobody wants to go to that gym because Carol Gotch was one of the best shooter. We call in our business, shooter.
A shooter or hooker?
Exactly. He was the best shooter and hooker we had in our business. But God knows, I worked out with Carol Gotch, and Carol Gotch respect me after 15 minutes to I work out with him. He said to me, Sheik, you are the man, nobody take me down, nobody pen me, and I have a lot of respect for you. He invited me in his house for dinner, and he was the first man give me a break in Rocky to book me to the Tokyo, Japan. Wow. And I've been to Japan. And then, like you said, I've been a lot of territory all over in the Japan, from Tokyo, Japan to Toledo, Ohio, whatever. We had a lot of territory all this.
Oh,
Rocky.
yeah, absolutely.
You know, I started Minnesota, and from Minnesota, Kansas City, Bob Gagger, and from Kansas City, I've been to the Dallas, Fort Worth, Dallas. God bless him, one Eric territory, and he had 4 kids, 5 kids. I trained in
Von Erichs, yep, the Von Erichs, yep.
Exactly. I trained all his kids. The only one left, Kevin. But David, Chris, Mark, whatever, all Kumasusa, God bless him. I was a teacher for them. Ox Baker sent his son, Rocky, to come training with us. Ox Baker's son, Gary, only he lasts 1 day. After 1 day, he didn't come back because I make him exhausted. I make him exhausted. I put him in that Olympic training and we stretching, and he never come back again. Like I say, I don't have to talk about myself. You're intelligent All-American, Rocky, you know, and your partner, Tony Rambo, know, God bless him, about the Iron Sheik. That's because I'm here to the Boston, Massachusetts again. So I see all my wrestling friends, God bless him. I'll be happy to see him because from Tehran, Iran, to the Ohio, to the Kansas City, to the Roy Shores, California, to the Oregon, Don Owen, and then to the Canada, Toronto, Montreal, and Olympic game. I've been city, not too many American people even been that city for wrestling.
You better believe it.
Because I grew up with the toughest sport, wrestling. From Minnesota I started, but in old days, Rocky, we had a lot of territory. So Kansas City, Bob Gagger, and then California, Roy Charles, and then
Mike LaBelle and
Mike LaBelle, exactly.
LA, all the great territories. Now there's nowhere to go. And what do you think of the wrestling compared to the way it is now compared to the way it is then when you were in the sport? How do you compare the wrestling today compared to the way these kids are going back and forth in the ring, compared to the psychology of professional wrestling back in your day when you worked the moves and you worked the spots only at a certain time, not consecutively over and over again like the way they do these moves? It's more like a workout, Sheik.
Absolutely. The old days we bring the people to watch wrestling. Not too much woman, not too much Hollywood stuff, but the wrestling was the wrestling. But still, I respect the WWE because even right now, new generation, they're doing good. But for some reason, I leave it to my wrestling fans. My wrestling fans said they like the old timers for some reason, Rocky, better than new generation.
The legends.
Absolutely. But Bruno Sammartino, no. I come from wrestling country. And in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, football players, soccer coach Bruno, but I run like deer. I check the football player down, I check his face, and then because he didn't belong to the locker room, wrestler was there. And Bruno Sammartino never forgot about that. Bruno, no, we love our sport, we respect our professional wrestling in all days. But today's generation, I watch, they work hard, they mechanic excellent, but still, #1 company in the world or #1 territory is the WWE. And the rest of them #2 or #3 or whatever.
Right.
But still, wrestling is the #1 sport in the national American television, and especially WWE, #1 company in the world.
Only because that's the Mecca. That's where the strength is. That's where it's built up. Vince McMahon Sr. built the territory under the tutelage of the foundation of Bruno Sammartino, because without a good foundation, you don't have a good building. It's like mixing cement. If you don't mix a good mortar, the mortar's going to fall apart. If you've got the good mortar and you're building a nice building, brick by brick by brick, you'll have a strong company. And that's what Bruno built, and a lot of people don't give the credit. All right, you don't get along with Vince Jr. You don't get along with all the antics of professional wrestling, the things that you talked about in the ring, the woman, this match, the mud matches, the pudding matches, the girls, the divas, the skeezers, the bending over, the kiss my ass, this and this and that. And Vince McMahon basically killed the business. Senior, because it's all marketing now, Sheik. It's all about the things that you buy, the dolls, the action figures, the t-shirts, all the stuff, but that's all fine. But he actually broke down wrestling, so you're under his thumb. And if you're not in the WWE, the Mecca, you're nowhere. All right, you got the TNA non-stop action. It's good. It's coming up hard. It's coming up strong. They got your buddy Hulk Hogan. I know that Hulk Hogan, that jabroni, he ruined professional wrestling for what it was. But he'll always get a free ride because he's Hulk Hogan. Everyone will give him a free ride because of the name. When it comes down to professional wrestling, you'll do what I did. You'll hire the Iron Sheik to come in. The man that will break you. He'll take you. He'll do all the things that you never thought could be done to you. And when he puts a hold on you, and he got your arm behind your back, and he's got you screaming like this, and your eyeballs are burning, and your body's saying, let go, you'll know that you're in the ring with the man, the Iron Sheik. And remember it. And come to Marshfield if you can. Maybe the state may not hear, but remember one thing. He's here in Revere right now, and you're going to come back with some great footage from Marshfield Fair and all the time that you've been in the ring and all the things that you've done. People will never do. Wrestlers today will never go where the Sheik has been. They'll never see what the Sheik has saw, and they'll never do what the Sheik has done. So you take it from the words of wisdom. Rocky Raymond, the Boston bad boy, you remember that, and you keep it down pat, because you'll never, ever lace his boots.
Thank you, Rocky. Bad boy Boston, everybody know about you and your partner and Tony Rambo. I'm glad you know about Iron Sheik better than a lot of people, because you love our business, you respect our business, and you know who is real and who is not. That's because I'm here. Money is not subject. I come because for you, and because you know who I was. You come to see me that night with that jabroni promoter.
So many around here, Sheik, you can count them on your toes and your feet. They want to be promoters, but that's all right. It's good, but no one will be the reflection of perfection like you were. The things that they've done, they'll never do the things that you've done. They'll never see the things that you saw, and they'll never do what you've done, because you've just been around the world. I mean, you got everything. You got the gold medals, you got the Hall of Fame ring, and you'll always be remembered as the world champion, the man that really legitimate match, a legitimate world championship match. Not these guys that are in the ring today. You're a champion after 7 months. You got a doorman, Batista, doorman from Minnesota, whatever. Now he's champion. He's got a book. Iron Sheik was in the business for many, many, many years, done many, many things, and these guys that never get to the top. The caliber at the top that you were.
I mean, Rocky said it perfect. The only one I respect him, that's Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, Olympic champion, new generation, but I had a gold medal before Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is great, but everybody know Kurt Angle never came to the Iron Sheik Club. I was the world champion.
That's right. Those things.
Exactly.
Now, how much of those weigh a piece?
75 pounds.
75 pounds a piece. I remember you doing those at the Omni.
Kurt Angle, my time, if you come try that Persian club, you never cannot do it. But I respect you. At least you are Olympic champion. I saw your match with the Iranian man in the Atlanta, Georgia, 1996 Olympic game. And I want to say you and Iranian draw, but they give it to you because you was American. But Kurt Angle, don't get me wrong, I have a lot of respect for you, and always, because people remember only 2 people in the professional wrestling have that Olympic gold medal, Kurt Angle and Iron Sheik.
That's right, and you better believe it, and you better believe it now. We want to thank all you people right here for watching Legends of Professional Wrestling. You're going to see it each and every week. Keep it complete. You're here with the Iron Sheik, and you remember, always keep it on Channel 8 for the best there is in independent professional wrestling and the best of Empire Pro Wrestling. You can see us on Saturday afternoon from 12 to 1, and then from 1 to 2 you can catch us. And on Wednesday nights, don't forget to watch the best of Empire Pro Wrestling at 8 to 9 and 9 to 10. Loop it around on Saturday and do it all over again, Sheik.
Absolutely, sir. Like I said, you want to find out about Iron Sheik, ask Rocky Raymond tell you who I am. And Bad Boy Boston know where I come from, what I did in this country, and I want to say Dan Gable no, John Peterson no, Ben Peters no, Dan Gable from Waterloo, Iowa, Olympic gold medal. He knew about Iron Sheik. He paid for his due. I was a bit Dan Gable. I'm a teacher of the Dan Gable in the Munich Olympic game, 149-pound gold medal. But I want to say, Dan Gable, I have a lot of respect for you, wherever you are. God bless you, because you was a real All-American gold medal in the Munich, Germany.
And Hulk Hogan, ha, too.
Exactly. Hulk Hogan, like I said, without Iron Sheik, no Hulkamania. I make you to be Hulkamania. Without Iron Sheik, no Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, you're a jabroni, and still you're a jabroni. Because after I lost my belt to you, you told me, Sheiky baby, I owe you one. But the time was already I called you. You didn't even return your call back. You didn't even return my call back. Like Rocky said, Hulk Hogan, puff.
And we get the job for Hulk Hogan. We can let Hulk Hogan clean the stalls for Claude. Do you people remember Claude? That's right, Sheik still got his camel. He's still got all his people down there. And Hulk Hogan, we got a job for you. It's picking up camel food right down there in the Sheik's tent, Sheik. Tell him.
Absolutely. Like I said.
Cameraman, zoom in.
On me.
All right, Sheik, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Legends of professional wrestling. All you people remember the Sheik's here in Boston, and you'll never remember that the legend's here again.
Pleasure for me to be with the bad boy Boston, Rocky, and you want to see me? Come to that place you said.
That's right, Marshfield Fair tomorrow night. Come to Marshfield Fair tomorrow night. We're going to break them. We're going to make them the maker and breaker of champions. These tag team belts are on the line in the tournament. Be there or be square.
Exactly.
We're right here, Empire Pro Wrestling, right here with Claude. Claude is here, the Sheik's Camel's here at Marshfield Fair. There's Claude. We took him all the way from Iran. He's right here at Marshfield Fair.
And if I dream, it means something, and I study